Hello all. Now I've been reading the news this morning and I've just seen that there's going to be some changes to the highway code. They're not actually enforced yet, but they should be coming in September. Or that's what the major press says. Now, it's going to affect the highway code in a number of ways. For example, there's 33 rules in there that are going to be tweaked. There's also going to be 2 new ones added too, and this includes things like priorities at junctions. In essence, cyclists and pedestrians are going to have more rights than drivers. Controversial? I think so. As part of an initiative worth about 338 million, pedestrians and cyclists are going to have far more rights than drivers, and this is at junctions and places like that. Now, okay, I understand it. It reduces stress for pedestrians crossing traffic and so on. However, is this going to increase stress for drivers? I can't imagine this is going to go down very well with drivers. Now, since COVID, cyclists and pedestrians have definitely had more priority on the roads. I mean, for example, there's far more signs popping up saying give a cyclist, I think it's 2 meters while passing them, which is impossible in Silverdale, because if you're going to give them 2 meters on a single track road, you're in the hedge or the field, which, I mean, I don't quite know how you get around that. Basically, you have to follow the bike for 2-3 miles, which it would be nice if the cyclist periodically pulled over to let the cars pass. Like a tractor, if it's got something wrong with it or we're taking it to a job that we can't exceed a certain limit, then we'll pull over and let traffic through, like you're supposed to, and that's how it says it in the highway code. That's why tractors pull over all the time. You now have a duty of care to watch out for cyclists and pedestrians. Now, as far as I knew, you had that anyway. I mean, it's not like everyone just goes around ploughing people over. It's a hierarchy of road users. To watch out for cyclists, they give them decent room. Same with pedestrians. If one steps out in front of you, it may narc you, but you stop, you don't run them over. I mean, yes, we are seeing that the car is being made the enemy, and we've seen this for quite some time. For example, especially with ICE vehicles and electric vehicles having noises added to them, because people tend to not think and just walk out. I mean, I'm sure this is what the highway code was for with Charlie and his Prodigy tune back in the day. But now it seems to have changed a bit, and people just walk out and expect to just kind of walk across the road. I could have sworn that was jaywalking in the US, to be honest. What are your thoughts? Yes, it's going to be a controversial issue, but the motorist has been made the enemy for years. I mean, we have speed cameras basically stuffed in places that aren't accident black spots just to generate money. There's also other things coming out, like time and distance cameras where they're really not needed. Also, taxed off the road. Diesels paying like $2,000 for your first year's tax. It's ridiculous. Sorry, vehicle excise duty. Where will it stop? Is this a move for the UK to basically get all vehicles off the road and turn us into a cycling and a walking nation? Realistically, that can't happen. We've got commercial vehicles, people need to get to work. Carpooling, yeah, good idea. Not with COVID about, but nevertheless. And another kettle of fish. Mobility challenge people. A lot of people can't actually get to where they need unless they have a vehicle. Enter things like mobility vehicles from dealers. And the fact that the government backs this. What are your thoughts?